Hey everyone, I hope you are well. Welcome back to the Compassionate Space. In today's video, we're going to be talking about yesterday. We're also going to be talking about today. And I'll be sharing with you an interesting question and an interesting answer. And there'll also be a reflective question at the end of this, so stick around. Yesterday was interesting. Firstly, I just want to thank all of you for replying back, all of those that did, all of those that connected, all of those that engaged. I think it's beautiful. I think it's amazing that there's a community where we can embark on these projects together. I received a few emails from some of you mentioning how you felt alone, how you felt like you were the only one. And when the video came out yesterday, you were surprised that it's not just you. And I just want to say to you that it's not just you. Almost everyone I've met along the way is struggling with mobile phone use in one way or another. It's relative. And you're not alone in this, many of us are hooked to some degree. And I hope that these videos can show you that you can embark upon your own journey in redefining how you use your phone, what relationship you're in. Many of you admitted very bravely that, yes, I am in an addictive relationship or a toxic relationship with my phone, which is incredibly honorable of all of you, so thank you. And that's when the interesting question popped up, but I'll tell you that shortly. Let me share with you my reflections. It was annoying not having a phone. I think that's the best way to put it. I felt annoyed. And what I was annoyed at was the fact that I was unable to escape. And that's what a lot of us use our phones for. We use it to escape. When I was using my phone yesterday in my allotted time portion, after 45 minutes or so, I had essentially completed everything that I needed to on my phone. There was nothing left for me to do. But I found myself still on it. I found myself still checking. I found myself still circumambulating different apps. I found myself being pulled in even though there was nothing to do on it. And this really relates back to what I've said in previous videos, that it's been designed that way. It's been designed to keep us hooked even if we are not receiving anything from it. Why do people in shiny, horrible but shiny, Las Vegas, why do they consistently pull down the slot machine lever? What for? They asked an old woman once, why do you do that? Why do you pull the lever at this slot machine? How long have you been playing slot machines for? I've been playing slot machines for like 23 years now. Okay, do you play because you win? And she's like, come on. Even I know that I'm not going to win. I don't play to win. I play because it's just so exciting to see what I'm going to get. And that's known as the Ludic Loop. The Ludic Loop is essentially the opposite of flow. The Ludic Loop is where you consistently engage in a behavior even though it has detrimental impacts, but it's a loop. We pick up our phone, we check it, there's nothing there. It's a slot machine. We pick up our phone, we check it, ooh, there's something there. We pick up our phone, we check, oh, there's nothing there. It's like playing a slot machine. It's like playing slots. And I found myself after 45 minutes of meaningful use on my phone, I was there playing a slot machine. I was opening this app and then this app and then this app and then this app and then this app and this app, and I found myself on that cycle. The hormone dopamine can lead to addiction, and social media is designed to trigger dopamine release. That's from the book How to Break Up With Your Phone. It's a good book. There are better books out there, but it's a good book. So that's one of the resources that you can check out. So How to Break Up With Your Phone. And that's the truth of it. They have engineered these devices to be so enticing, incredibly enticing. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling a little bit anxious. I'm feeling anxious because I know that this is going to be an incredible journey, and incredible journeys lead to incredible transformations. Well, at least I hope and aspire for that to be the case. But this is going to be quite challenging, and I am not making any mistake to underestimate it. At least I hope not. So what was the interesting question? Well, the interesting question was, there's no way out for me. I can't put my phone away because I get phone calls and I use my phone as an alarm clock and I use it to, write down my shopping list. I'm heavily dependent upon my phone, which is fair because the phone, does provide many uses. It's no longer just a telecommunications device. It's almost like your own personal computer. What I have done is I have placed my SIM card in an old phone. So this is essentially the answer. And the answer is a sort of remix or reconstructing of an answer that I received from a very close person in my life who has been speaking about this for a very long time, to be quite honest with you. Sajjad Hussain. I recommend everyone to follow him on Instagram. I'll place his @ in the caption box, who has been speaking about this for really the better part of a decade, really holding seminars and lectures, and has been vocal but in a very reasonable and rational way about mobile phone use and social media addiction and so on and so forth. And he essentially came up with the idea of having a smartphone and a dumb phone. And I'm sure he'll maybe perhaps in the future grant us all a video on that theory or that concept. Mine's very similar. It's just have a second phone where you can receive phone calls. It does not necessarily need to be a dumb phone. It can be a phone in which you just receive phone calls. So many of us have smartphones lying around that we don't use. Just pop your SIM card in that phone, have no apps on it, and you just receive calls off that phone. And you make a concerted effort not to download any apps on that phone. So I have an iPhone 7 somewhere here where I receive phone calls. So if someone phones me, I can answer the phone. But there are no apps on it. And my socialing, distracting vortex of a phone is, well, it's over there. It's looking at me and I'm looking at it, but I'm going to move it from there. And that's really it. I think that's some people may say that's a bit excessive. It depends on how much you want it. It depends on how much you want to change your relationship with your phone. It depends on what it is that you're working on. Some of us are working on just gradual conscious use, which is excellent, which is brilliant. There's no saying that one way is better than the other. But if you can have two phones, it may seem counterintuitive. It may seem like, whoa, I'm trying to get rid of one phone. Why would I get another? Well, you can just receive phone calls on that and make your notes and stuff and take time away. It says here that the average phone use, this was pre-coronavirus, by the way, so I'm sure it's gone up. The average phone use is 4 hours a day, which is 28 hours, like a working week, right? Something like that. Yeah. 28 hours per week, basically the same as having a fairly busy part-time job. Crazy, right? I remember opening up my screen time and seeing a number that I am too ashamed to mention. And if I had put all that time, perhaps, into cultivating relationships, generating a relationship with, and connecting to what is real, I might have learnt Japanese by now. But we move forward. We do not lament and regret. We aspire to move forward, and I'm ready to embark on this journey even more than I was yesterday. So take care. Let me know if you want to say anything. We'd love to know what your comments are, reflections. If you want to hop on this journey, let's do it together. Peace and well-being. Peace and well-being, not well-meal. Take care.